Hi everyone, welcome back again to the channel. I'll be teaching you all how to go about the sewing of this beautiful gown which has double layer gathered back waistline and also an alternate neckline with frills on the armhole. It is 100% beginners friendly, and this is a chic outfit that you can decide to rock anywhere or any event you intend going to, be it a birthday party, a wedding reception, or sometimes you can even rock it to a church. If this sounds like something you're interested in learning how to do, continue watching. And with all that being said, let's get started with today's tutorial. The detailed drafting part of this tutorial has been uploaded on the channel. The thumbnail is right here on the screen, and also the link to the tutorial will be in the description box. So it was a 100% beginner friendly detailed drafting process. So if you're yet to watch it out, please kindly go and watch it out, because the second part of the tutorial is going to be for the sewing part. So this is the exact point where we stopped. We measured out the lower part or the base of this our dress so that I'll be able to cut out the lower part, which is the gathered area. So when I measured this out, I had 41 inches, and I'll be multiplying it by 3 because I want to have a very full gather. So you can go ahead to multiply yours by even 4 or 5. So I've cut out this now, and we know that this particular dress has 2 layers. One is shorter than the other one. So I made the shorter one 13 inches long plus my sewing allowance, and this longer part here is 16 inches long, meaning that it is 3 inches longer than the shorter one. So now I've gone ahead to open it up like this. This is the right side facing the camera. Now I'm going to be getting the middle part because I notched it. Okay, this is the middle part of the longer piece. Then I'm going to be getting the middle part of the shorter piece as well, so that I can place them like this. So this two piece now is facing the camera on the right side of the fabric. So the middle part of this two piece, I pinned it together like this. Make sure that the short one is on top of the longer one like this. Okay, then at the top part here, I'm going to be running a very loose gather stitch. So you can see when I measured it out, the shorter one is 3 inches shorter than the longer one. So at the top part, just run a very loose gather stitch. I've done that right here, and you can see that this has become one piece. So I'll be joining the upper part now to the lower part, and don't forget that this is the middle of this piece. So by the time I hem the base of the two using half of an inch, this is what it's going to look like. But before then, I'll get the upper part of this my dress. Here is the middle. I notched it, and I also ironed it. I folded it into two to iron, and this is the middle. So the right side of this upper part of my gown facing the right side of the lower part of my gown, I'll make sure that I pin the middle points together this way, right sides facing each other. So I'm going to get one side of this my lower piece, and I'm going to fold it into two equal halves and also notch the middle. So when I do that now, I'm going to be getting the side of my dress. This is for one side now. I'm working for one side. I'm going to be pinning it to that middle point where I notch right here. Do you understand? So I'm doing this because I want to achieve the same gathered effect at the both sides of my gown. My old-time subscribers already know what I'm doing right here, but if you are new, this is how I always do my, so that my gathers can have the same volume at both sides of my gown, so we don't have one part looking fuller than the other side. I also got the ends of this lower part of my gown and pinned it to the zipper area of the upper part of my gown. So this excess I have in between here now, I'm going to be gathering it from this middle point all the way to this side joining I have. So after running your gather stitch, you're going to be having two stitches on that point where you have your gather stitch. So I'm just going to be pulling on one. So the one I'll be pulling on will be the one that is on the wrong side of this lower part of my gown. So you can see I use my pin to like just drag it up. So right now I am pulling this. Okay, so I'll continue pulling this till it fits properly on this part of my dress. Okay, just watch what I'm doing so you don't get confused at all. So I'll continue pulling this and arranging it. So as I'm arranging it, I'm going to start pinning it with on this part of my dress now, so that it can align properly. For no reason, there should be no excess. Okay, so that is the essence of, if you are pulling, you are arranging and you are pinning it as well. All right, so by the time I arrange this thing and get to the side, which is the part where I have my joints, I'm going to be stopping, and you can see what I have now. So I'll continue with this same process for this other side. Now I will be pulling for the sides now to the ends of my zipper. Okay, so you see what I'll do right here. Now I'll start pulling from this part and make sure that it aligns from the side to the ends of my zipper. So that is just basically it. So when I'm done with arranging this properly, I'll also go on ahead and stitch this down using just half of an inch. So you're going to be following the shape of the lower part of your dress, okay, so that you can also achieve the effect you have when you are done stitching. Go on ahead and mark half of an inch following the shape or the way it is, and then you are going to be stitching exactly that way. I have countless of tutorials on how to do that, just in case you don't understand what I did here, but I believe everything is so clear. This is what I have on the right side, and on the wrong side this is what I have. Follow the shape of your waistline while you are stitching, and stitch using just half of an inch. The next thing is to get the measurement of my armhole. From that part I joined my shoulder, I measured it to the end of my armhole, and I have 11 inches. So this 11 inches, I'm going to be multiplying it by 3, and I had 33 inches, and that is going to be how wide my this piece I want to use and cut out for the frills on the armhole is going to be. So that 33 inches, now I'm dividing it into 4, and when I divided it into 4 I had, I think, 9 inches. So this piece I have right here is what I want to be using for the frills on the armhole. I folded it into 2, then from the top part I folded it again, but it was quite small that when I tried measuring out that 9 inches I was supposed to use and cut out for the upper part, it was not even up to the length of this my fabric. So I had to reduce this to 5 inches at the end of the day. Okay, so I want to have a very full effect. That is why I'm just multiplying everything by 3. So I, at the end of the day, I left it at 5 inches from the top part. I'm marking 5 inches instead of 9 inches. So I'll mark it all around like this. If you know how to cut out a flare, that is what I'm trying to do right here. Then for the length of the frills on the armhole, I'll leave it at 3 inches, as you can see right here. I'm also going to be starting from the first markings I have. Following that shape, I'll now trace out or mark out the way inches all around. So when I'm done, I'll cut out everything. So I will be cutting out extra 3 pieces of this because I'll be joining them together, because one of this is not going to be enough for my gathers around my armhole to achieve a full effect. So this is it now. There are 4 in total. I went on ahead to separate one of this piece. Now I'm going to be joining it with another one so that I can have it as one piece. Right sides facing each other like this. I pin them together, then I'll join using just half of an inch. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So when I'm done doing that, at this top part I'll be running a very loose gather stitch. All right, so I'm done doing that, and this is what I have for just one piece of the frills for one armhole. So I love that it is very long and I want it very full. So I'll be getting my dress now, and I'm just going to be working on the right side of my dress. Please, at this point, pay proper attention. The top part of this my frills where I ran my gather stitch, this part now, this top part is where I'll be pinning on top of my armhole. So because I already have a joining on this my frills, that's going to be the middle of this frills, and I'm pinning it on top on the right side of my fabric on the joints I have on the shoulder. Then I also got the ends and I'm pinning it on the ends of my armhole. So this my frills is facing the camera. The right side of the fabric of this my frills is what is facing the camera. So I'm pulling on one of the threads I have right here. I'm pulling it so that it can relax on top of my armhole and also align properly. So you see what I have right here. Go on ahead and make sure that yours fits perfectly this way. Just be pulling on one of your threads when you run your gather stitch. So I've gone ahead now to pin. So after working on this part, I'll also do the same thing for the other side of my armhole. Please don't forget that I said the right side of this frills is facing the camera, meaning that the wrong side of my frills is on the right side of my armhole. So please take your time and do this, and then stitch it all around using just half of an inch. I'm done doing it for the both parts of my armhole. This is what I have. It's really coming out very fine. So I'm going to be trimming off the excess, because by the time you pull your gathers stitch you have, you kind of be having these clusters. So I'm going to be reducing it so that by the time I try piping my armhole, it's not going to appear bulky after piping. This piece I have right here is 1 inch wide, and I'm going to be using it for my piping. So I'm going to be placing this inside, that is on the wrong side of my fabric, like inside. It's not on top of the right side of my fabric now, it's on the wrong side of my armhole of my fabric. Please just watch what I'm doing. Inside my armhole, that is where I'm pinning this piece right now for my piping. When you get to the joints you have on your shoulder, please open it up, like open up your seam, like I've always said. So I'm going to pin this all around and then stitch it down all around using half of an inch. Then I'll now flip it to the right side of my fabric. So don't worry, I'll take you out to my sewing machine so that we'll do it together. Okay, so you are now going to go on ahead to hem the two layers you have right here, but I want to weave mine, so that is why I will not hem it yet. I want to do a foreign weaving on mine. So you get the both back parts of your gown like this, and from the waistline here I'm going to be marking 3 inches below. From that 3 inches below, I'll stitch it down using half of an inch and now fix my zipper at the top part. So back to our piping. Remember I said I pinned on the wrong side of my fabric and I stitched it all around. So the next thing is to flip that piece for my piping now to the right side of my fabric. Do you understand? But before then, I'll also be cutting off this excess I have from this piece I want to use as my piping. Okay, so now after trimming that off, now I now flipped this fabric from the inside of my armhole to the top part of my armhole. You can see, then I folded in half of an inch and I fold it again. So you're folding it twice to get rid of the rough edge. From the inside, you turn it to the right side and folding it twice. Then I will now stitch. This stitch now is on top of the right side of my armhole. If my explanation is not so clear, what I'm doing here is 100% clear. Just watch what I'm doing. So this is what I'll continue doing from one part of the armhole to the other side. That is why it is important to watch the drafting part, because in the drafting part I explained one or two things why that part of the armhole is still open. So I'm going to stitch this. When I get to the other side of my armhole, I will now stop. But before then, just watch what I'm doing closely. It's not confusing at all. Now I've gotten to this ends of my other armhole. I've cut this out. So you see now, it's necessary to pipe your armhole for this type of dress so that it doesn't look tacky. So at this point, you can also decide to hem your frills, but me, I want to be running a foreign stitch or a foreign weaving on it. So the next is to now finish up the armhole area. I'm going to do this now by bringing my two frills together like this, right sides facing each other this way, and then I'll go on ahead to stitch them down. You can use just half of an inch. So this is what I have now, you can see. Then the next is to now finally stitch up the armhole. So I'll bring these two together like this, the actual armhole. Okay, I'll bring these two together like this, making sure I try to remove my frills, and then I'm going to stitch it down. And that is how simple it is. I hope you really found this tutorial helpful. It is easy peasy, right? Thank you so much for watching. Don't also forget to subscribe to my channel in case you haven't. I hope to see you all next time on the same channel. Keep having lovely moments ahead of you all. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.